Now on CoastTV News.
Sneak peek, the Ocean City Museum is almost finished and we get a look inside. In President Biden's battle with COVID, the latest details from the president's position.
Tracking some overnight rain, but overall increased humidity and some tropical-like conditions into Delmarva next week, and more unsettled weather. Your latest forecast is ahead.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Lisa Weber and welcome to CoastTV News at 11. A Pass the Torch rally was held today outside of the White House, calling on President Joe Biden to drop out of the presidential race. Protesters praised Biden's accomplishments while in office, but said it's time to look for a new generation of leaders. They held signs that read, "Pass the torch, save the planet, and save democracy." Speakers talked about Biden's age, he's 81, and they begged him to drop his re-election bid. And drivers won't be able to travel on South Ocean Boulevard near Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, starting today after it was closed for security. Due to enhanced security measures, the street closed to through traffic starting at approximately 4 p.m. It will be in effect 24 hours, 7 days a week until the November general election at minimum. It comes after the former president survived an attempted assassination attempt. Now, as we take a live look into Dover, our First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobuono has our forecast.
Well, we are tracking a few showers into the overnight. You see here on Futurecast as we head in over the next few hours. You can see this strip of rain kind of form over Delmarva. You can see some heavier pockets over the next few hours extending from Rehoboth down towards Ocean City. And about a few hours of that, and then that will kind of exit as we get into the 4 a.m. hour. Waking up to sunny skies throughout most of Delmarva into your Sunday. And we warm things up into the upper 80s. So overnight, we'll see temperatures right around 70 degrees, a few showers, a rumble of thunder, and a quick downpour. For your Sunday, not too bad. 87 will increase the humidity a tad, and we can't rule out an isolated storm chance as we head into the afternoon. Although, as we see in this extended forecast, we will see increasing storm chances as well as an increase in humidity. We'll break that all down in your full 7-day forecast here in just a few minutes.
In the town of South Bethany, Board of Adjustment has 3 vacancies available. Each of a term is 3 years and they expire in 2027. If you're interested, here's what you need to know. You must live in South Bethany or own property for at least 30 days each year. It's also important to be able to be knowledgeable about the town's code and current problems in development. The town says all new members are required to attend a class through the University of Delaware about procedures, standards, and composition of the BOA. And if you are at the Delaware State Fair this weekend and need to charge your phone, well, Denrick is here to help you. Denrick has a phone charging station at the Denrick Building, which is located at the fairgrounds near the 4-H and FFA building. And Georgetown's National Night Out will be held on August 10th from 6 to 8 p.m. The event will take place at the Richard Allen School, and this fun event will have delicious food, fun games, vendors, and allow the community to meet and interact with its first responders. And new details are emerging tonight about the man who tried to assassinate former President Trump at the rally in Pennsylvania. Investigators now learning more about what he looked at online and what he did in the hours before the rally. NBC News' George Solis has more.
Take a look at what happened.
1 week since the assassination attempt of the former president at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, authorities appear to be no closer to declaring a motive. But a clear picture of the shooter and the actions of 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks is emerging. A source familiar with the investigation telling NBC News Crooks flew a drone at the rally site mere hours before Donald Trump took the stage. While common for the Secret Service to ban drones over areas they are securing, it's unclear if that happened in this case. Drone and drone equipment were found in Crooks' car, according to a senior law enforcement source. 2 senior law enforcement sources tell NBC News the FBI has uncovered more than 14,000 links on the phone of the shooter, and that online searches by Crooks involved depressive disorder, explosive materials, and chemical compounds, as well as information about the 2021 Oxford High School mass shooting and convicted shooter Ethan Crumbley. The details come as actions by the Secret Service come under growing scrutiny. including how long it took to get former President Trump off the stage following the shooting.
You love me, Trump?
The tense moments captured in this video posted on social media. The Department of Homeland Security Office of Inspector General opening 3 probes examining the Secret Service's actions.
Very disappointed in your leadership.
All of it as pressure mounts on Director Kimberly Cheadle to resign.
No shame, no shame.
A group of GOP senators confronting her this past week at the RNC.
This is exactly what you were doing today on the call. Stonewalling.
President Biden's physician, Dr. Kevin O'Connor, has released a new letter on the president's condition as he recovers from COVID. According to Dr. O'Connor, President Biden has completed his 6th dose of Paxlovid, a pill taken to treat COVID-19 and stop symptoms from worsening. He also shared that the president continues to experience, quote, loose, non-productive cough and hoarseness, but his symptoms continue to improve steadily. The doctor confirmed that President Biden has the K.2.3 variant, which accounts for approximately 33% of new infections in the United States, according to the CDC. And in an effort to keep the state's beaches and waterways clean, Denver will host its 37th annual Delaware Coastal Cleanup. The event will take place on September 14th, and the Delaware Coastal Cleanup is part of a month-long campaign starting on September 1st. The cleanup is a part of the Keep DE Litter-Free initiative, which aims to reduce litter in Delaware. And the Maryland Natural Resources Police reported a statistically safer 4th of July weekend this year compared to years past. Despite being the biggest boating holiday, the state says there were no boating deaths reported. And however, there were 9 arrests for people operating their boats while under the influence of alcohol. Operation Dry Water is the state's heightened enforcement period during that busy weekend. And also in effect that weekend was the newly enacted Nix law, which increases penalties for boating while impaired. And the outage on Friday had locals impact, some scarier than others. The Maryland Fire Marshal's office released a statement about some other Ocean City buildings, saying that some of their fire alarm systems may have experienced issues with the system's telecommunications interface. The good news is, according to the Fire Marshal's office, this didn't affect fire alarms or detectors. It did, however, affect what are called notification features. So say there's a fire, the proper emergency crews wouldn't automatically be notified, and that can slow response time. With that in mind, if you're involved in a fire, get out immediately, get yourself somewhere safe, but then your next step needs to be calling 911 to make sure they know about the emergency. And the Ocean City Museum is weeks away from making their grand opening. What was once a bank in Ocean City is now being turned into a museum. So what can you expect to see inside? Well, on the first floor, down the left, it's the history of downtown Ocean City. And on the right side, there will be an exhibit on the restaurants and hotels that have played a key role in the area's coastal life. There's even more if you head up the stairs to the research library. The rules are stricter on that level.
By appointment, the community can come and look at our historic maps, photographs, our historic library, and conduct research.
The museum plans on opening in late August, with renderings of future exhibits coming to the museum. And a lot happened this week along the coast, so don't worry if you missed a story or two, because Charlie Sakaitis will have our week in review in just 60 seconds.
Ho, ho, ho! It's that time of year again to come celebrate Christmas in July at Jolly Roger Amusement Parks. Wednesday, July 24th and Thursday, July 25th at 30th Street and at the pier on the boardwalk. Donate an unwrapped toy or make a $20 donation to the Marines Toys for Tots campaign and receive a 20% discount on all passes. We will have free Christmas performances by Circus Smile, Lollipop the Clown, Dastardly Dave the Pirate, and of course appearances by yours truly. Don't miss out on all the fun at Jolly Roger Amusement Parks.
From 2 teens killed in a fiery car accident to tough times for the Pallet Village. There's a lot going on this week here on the coast, and Charlie Sakaitis has a look at our week in review.
Monday, controversy in Milford, where the Board of Education held a meeting on a policy proposal that some argue would have infringed on the free speech rights of students and teachers. The goal of the rule was to keep offensive, hostile, or intimidating language and items out of classrooms, but the ACLU of Delaware and most people who spoke at the meeting felt that it was an overreach. Ultimately, the policy was tabled indefinitely. Tuesday, tragedy. 2 teens were killed in a fiery car accident on Gills Neck Road. Those teens have since been identified as 16-year-old Ryan Andrew and 15-year-old Elijah Gabor. Both were students at Cape Henlopen High School, and both were members of the school lacrosse program. Wednesday in Lewis, the land you see here on your screen is where the developers of the Overfalls Preserve want to build a new townhouse development. It would contain 90 townhomes, and the housing is aimed at entry-level and market-rate homeowners. Thursday, the start of the Delaware State Fair in Harrington, the annual 10-day event kicking off with tons of vendors, animals, and rides. You can find a full guide with everything you need to know about the fair on CoastTV.com. And Friday, tough times for the Pallet Village in Georgetown, the one that provides housing for the homeless. It's facing financial problems. Organizers say private funding for the project is being stretched thin, and the village is having to make adjustments to save money. For your Week in Review, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
The Tree for Every Delawarean project is currently seeking funding requests for tree planting projects that will be completed in 2025. The project was launched by Governor John Carney in November of 2021. It aims to plant 1 million trees by the year 2030, and there are already 200,000 trees planted. Those who are eligible can be granted funding ranging from $10,000 to $90,000. By the end of this year, the state says there will be approximately 225,000 trees planted. And Netflix now has nearly 278 million subscribers worldwide. And the company reported it added over 8 million customers in the second quarter of this year. It also says it will now start phasing out its cheapest ad-free plan in the United States. Netflix says that those who want an ad-free viewing experience will now have 2 choices: the standard plan, which is $15.49 a month, or its premium plan at $22.99 a month. And this year's Amazon's Prime Day hit record numbers. Between July 16th and 17th, shoppers spent $14.2 billion during the online sale event. According to Adobe Analytics, that's an 11% boost in sales from last year. Back-to-school supplies, TVs, electronics, and small kitchen appliances were top sellers. And Amazon says it has been its biggest Prime Day shopping event ever, with more items sold than any previous Prime Day.
From animals to architecture, there's something for everyone this weekend. I'm Madeline Overturf, and I'll have your cool things to do.
Well, a warm and muggy Sunday afternoon. You see that UV index coming in at a high 10, burn rates 10 minutes, so make sure you use that sunscreen and sunglasses through your Sunday afternoon. We do talk increasing humidity and storm chances in that extended forecast. We'll have that for you when Coast TV News at 11 continues.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Have you seen those crazy HVAC deals? Don't fall for that. At Above and Beyond Service Heating and Cooling, we just don't make promises, we deliver results. With our Peace of Mind maintenance agreement, you can rest assured we will keep up with your system throughout the year. We're a local company. You're not just a customer, you're our neighbor. Take advantage of our 0% finance for up to 72 months or up to $3,000 in rebates on a new train system. Call Above and Beyond Services to keep your family comfortable. Remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Where your business chooses to bank matters. Founded locally, County Bank is invested in serving you, your business, and our community. We offer customized loans to fit any business with competitive rates and flexible terms. Ask us about County Bank Express loans. Choose County Bank. We have roots here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLSR ID 410450.
There are many details that shouldn't be overlooked when buying or selling your coins. Mint mark, date, and condition are all factors in determining a coin's value. Don't get ripped off. Find someone reputable who can answer your questions and pay you top dollar on the spot. Look to see if they broadcast current values live and if they use Graysheet for determining your coin's value.
To learn more about Robinson's family of businesses, the coin and jewelry experts, visit Delmarva Experts on WBOC.com.
Well, our heat wave is in the past, and as you can see over the next 5 days, staying relatively around that average high of 88. But what you don't see here is an increase in humidity like we're going to see over the next few days. As we check out our muggy meter, we're going to see the humidity kind of tick up into your Sunday, but really begins to ramp up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, being very tropical-like around here. And in fact, we're going to add some shower and storm chances into the mix as well. Now, heading into your overnight, see an area of rain extending from Salisbury through Long Neck and at the coast from Rehoboth down to Fenwick Island. Could see a rumble of thunder as well. Some brief downpours, but then we dry things out. By Sunday morning, if you're heading out early, we are looking relatively dry by the afternoon. Sun and clouds getting up into the upper 80s. At the coast, we'll see temperatures generally in the mid to upper 70s. Can't rule out an isolated storm chance as we head into the afternoon. I think most of Delmarva will be on the dry side, but again, can't rule out that shower and storm threat. As we head into Monday, we will see likely more clouds than sun, and again, some afternoon storm chances. The chances really begin to increase Tuesday. Scattered shower and storms into your Tuesday afternoon, and then as we get into Wednesday, we're going to have a boundary kind of stall here over Delmarva, and we could see some heavier rains Wednesday afternoon into Thursday morning. Now, I mentioned humidity levels are going to be increasing. You can see here by Tuesday afternoon, we could see some triple-digit heat indices in the inland areas. Your 5-day UV index, see we're in a high level, and then we kind of drop into that high level Tuesday, Wednesday, as we'll see more cloud cover and that shower and storm threat. So your 3-day beach forecast, Ocean City, 79 for your Sunday, 82 in South Bethany. As we head up the coast to Cape Henlopen, 87 for Sunday and Monday, and then we really begin to see the better chance of storm chances by Tuesday. Overall, though, tonight, 70, we'll see the showers early, a rumble of thunder. Not too bad of a Sunday, 87 degrees, an uptick in the humidity. Can't rule out an isolated afternoon storm. Again, most of the area will remain on the dry side. Your Paul Davis 7-day, 86 for your Monday. Again, isolated storm chances possible in the afternoon. We'll see scattered showers and storms on Tuesday. The storms and rain will begin to become more widespread as we head into Wednesday. Again, temperatures only in the upper 80s, but it's going to feel very tropical with the high dew points. We'll likely see dew points in the mid to upper 70s by midweek, and then we see 85 on Thursday, and temperatures remaining right around the upper 80s through that extended forecast.
We are already halfway through July, which is hard to believe, and there's a lot to fill your calendar. CoastTV's Madeline Overturf has this weekend's cool things to do.
Whether your weekend includes beach plans or maybe a little time in the country, there is something for everyone this weekend. The Delaware State Fair is back. Head up to Harrington for a carnival, competitions, and concerts. The fun continues through the 27th. Pride Month may be June, but the celebration continues in the nation's summer capital. Sussex Pride is hosting Rehoboth Beach Pride through the weekend at the Convention Center. There are workshops, vendors, and multiple dances. Get ready to see some of the coolest houses on the coast. The 32nd annual Beach and Bay Cottage Tour is back in the Bethany-Fenwick area. Buy a virtual ticket to tour 10 homes from the comfort of your computer, or go see 6 in person, and all benefits the South Coastal Library. Don't worry, we have so much more to tell you about. Did you subscribe yet to our Feel Good Friday newsletter? Because we always have events there. If not, just head right on over now to our website, CoastTV.com.
We are now just 6 days away from the 2024 Paris Olympics, and the best athletes from around the world will gather in on the big stage. You can catch all the action right here on Coast TV starting July 26th. Coast TV will be right back.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division like myself in cabinetry to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs. And your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
It was very important to find somebody that was knowledgeable in the whole picture, the cabinetry, the appliances, and the countertop. We are delighted with the outcome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Are you suffering from hair loss? Maybe you need to cut a few pounds. Ready to start dating again? Well, here at East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air, we can help you with none of that.
But what we can help you with is plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, tub and showers, water heaters, air conditioning, heat pumps, gas furnaces, and sewer and water main replacements. Stop dealing with chamois that don't work and call Delmarva's top service provider.
East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air! Or find us online at eastcoastplumbing247.com. Forget about it.
Don't miss the Make It Ford sales event at Preston Ford. We have a wide selection of over 900 Ford models available for immediate purchase. You can enjoy savings of over $7,000 off MSRP on select 2024 Ford F-150 XLTs. Plus, we have 0% financing available on 2023 Mustang Mach-E's. Shop with us online at PrestonFord.com and we'll deliver it to your driveway today. Don't miss the exciting deals at the Make It Ford sales event at Preston Ford. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Why settle for one lovely day when you can have an entire week? Introducing Macy's All-Star Week with thousands of the best summer deals plus exclusive offers just for Star Rewards members.
To stay on top of my game, I need to keep up my energy.
Cliff Bar is purposely crafted with 10 grams of protein and organic oats.
Because the more good you put in, the more great you get out.
Cliff, the most important ingredient is you.
In your health news tonight, the heat outside won't let anyone forget it's summer. However, experts say now is the time to start preparing for students to head back to school. And that includes protecting children from preventable diseases. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither talks to a doctor about what should be on top of your health-related to-do list before the school year starts.
Summer fun in the sun isn't yet done, but soon empty classrooms will be filled, and experts say now is the time to start thinking about protecting students.
Making sure that kids have a back-to-school visit with their family physician is important.
Dr. Jen Burrell with the American Academy of Family Physicians says that late summer doctor visit can help make sure children are up to date on immunizations. Vaccines all work differently, but help the body's immune system learn to fight germs, and it can take weeks for that protection to develop.
When school-age kids get their vaccinations on time and before they go to school, they're less likely to catch things at school.
One of the latest concerns, measles. In March, the CDC issued an alert over rising cases in the U.S. In the latest data, as of last week, a total of 167 measles cases were reported in 24 states this year alone.
It is frightening, and we want to make sure that families, and particularly families who have children, know that those illnesses are preventable with vaccines that are available in your family physician's office every day.
Which vaccinations a child should be getting will vary based on age, but Burrell says to also start thinking about protecting against flu and COVID-19.
I think it's important for everyone to know that vaccines are incredibly safe.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
A warning about a deadly listeria outbreak tied to deli meat. In a health alert issued Friday, the CDC says 2 people have died and at least 20 others have been hospitalized in 12 states. Health officials say most people who who get sick reported eating deli-sliced turkey, liverwurst, and ham. The CDC says it's still investigating which types of meat are to blame. And the timeline of the listeria outbreak stretches from May to earlier this month and involves multiple grocery store delis. And there are no reports of illnesses from pre-packaged deli meats. And the next time you're at the grocery store, you might want to grab some carrots. In a new study, authors looked at 60 young adults who were split into two groups. Those were assigned to eat the servings of carrots 3 times a week, those who ate no carrots and took a multivitamin supplement, those who did a combination of the two, and those who did neither. After 1 month, the group that ate the carrots had a nearly 11% increase in more antioxidants in their skin. Meanwhile, those who took both the multivitamin and the carrots saw increased levels by 22%. And the group that only took the multivitamin saw no changes. CoastTV will be right back.
Surface Solutions is a different kind of paving company. We believe that our reputation is more important than how much money we make. If we take care of our customers and ensure they have the best experience possible, financial success will find us. In our business, every job's not profitable, but we understand that going in. Your project will be done the right way no matter the outcome for us. It's all about doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. My best days are when we start with a customer and end with a new friend.
The queen approacheth.
The termite queen can lay between 20 and 30,000 eggs a day and can live for 50 years. And those millions of termites can eat over $5 billion a year in damage. Take your home off the menu with termite protection by Brazier's Pest Control. The experts at Brazier's use over 40 years experience to administer the best protection in America, 6 times faster than Bates, with long-lasting protection. Call Brazier's now and defend your castle.
Since 1995, Dogfish Head has been exploring goodness in coastal Delaware. Discover the first brew pub in the first state, Brewings and Eats, for scratch-made favorites and brew pub exclusives. Visit the Milton Brewery for daily tours and over 40 beer and cocktail taps. Indulge at our seafood and cocktail spot, Chesapeake and Maine, and unwind and recharge at the Dogfish Inn, our base camp for beer lovers and adventure seekers alike. Experience Dogfish Head in coastal Delaware. Cheers.
Just another perfect day at our beautiful Delaware beaches until on TV, accidents can be funny, but in real life, they're no joke. When accidents strike, the Law Office of Trapp Nickel is here for you. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. Don't let negligence spoil your summer. Claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
The nation is recognizing the dessert that gives everyone something to talk about after filling up on Chinese food. That's right, today is National Fortune Cookie Day. And your fortune could be anything from a piece of friendly advice or the winning lottery numbers or a prediction about your future. The fortune cookies do not originate from China though, even though they're associated with Chinese food. They were actually invented in Japan and made their way to the United States.
Well, as always, you can always get your forecast by calling 443-880-9100. It's sponsored by Bard, Mondelez, Brockstead, and Federico. As we take a look at that Paul Davis extended forecast, we see an isolated chance of showers tomorrow. Most of the area stays dry. We stay relatively average as far as temperature is concerned. With each day, we increase the humidity threat and the shower and storm threat. By Tuesday and Wednesday, it is very tropical. 87 for your Tuesday, 88 Wednesday. We could see some heavier rain Wednesday afternoon into Thursday. Good news is we don't see any heat waves, at least for the first part of this 10-day, and we'll see temperatures get up to the mid to upper 80s into the latter part of the week, and then we'll see the 90s slowly make a return back to Delmarva by the early part of next week.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. And for more news and local weather, be sure to download our Coast TV News app. And have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow night for Coast TV News.